mage killer, the demon of Virantium.
Oh, the demon's a legend. I've always wanted to meet him.
Happy to help. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages in Venatori. There's been fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're gonna give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere.
I'll set up a meeting. What else? It's good to see you. Meet Andaratea of House Cantori.
No need to be formal with friends. Thea, please. Come. Viago is gathering the others. He's happy you're home.
I doubt that.
Trust me, he complains more when you're not around.
I hate seeing Treviso ground down.
This occupation will not last. The Antivan Crows remain. And one day, I will see a knife through every would-be tyrant's throat. We have arrived.
A casino?
The Cantori Diamond.
Did you finish that contract? To stop the Dreadwolf?
Hello, Viago. And it's complicated.
How many times do I have to tell you? Crows always finish the job.
We just can't take initiative, right? My run-in with the Anton taught me that.
Don't let him scold you too much. V was worried about you.
Rook, this is Catarina de la Morte.
The first Talon. I'm honored. Which makes you...
Ilario de la Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient, blighted mages. I need our best. The man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Exactly who we're after.
Except Lucanis de la Morte is dead. He was killed a year ago.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you've brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The ossuary, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
We don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanis de la Morte. Get ready.
Rising Hail, Dragon of Mystery! Lucanis, Dragon of Night! Ere your fateful fall!
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook, House De Riva. I'm here to bring you home.
House De Riva. You're a crow.
And you're possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here, Caliban. You know what that means. Crows don't break contracts.
All right. We'll help. But in return, I want help killing some things.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go.
There. That's the one. It has to be. It's finally gone.
So now what?
Now we find Caliban.
Rook?
It's us against gods, Harding.
I am right here, you know.
It's fine. We can talk about something else. What's Katerina like?
After so long in this pit, I barely remember.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Caliban.
He is. The target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract. The crows send their regards.
So we got your target.
Yes. The job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Lucanis, are you alright? Lucanis, what are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air. Shall we go?
I'm ready to get out of this place.
Imagine how I feel.
Make it.
Lucanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison?
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in the confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Lucanis, I'm so sorry.
I need to work.
Are you sure? You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target.
You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and now Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Caterina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Caterina.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanis? When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well... We'd have to,
You'd have to kill me.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on spite.
She won't hurt you. How sweet. I want to talk to her!
Before we do, well, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them! I want to talk to
Lucanis!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
What did he do that for?
Throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way?
But he could just take you over, make you do what he wants.
It's, not great, but kind of good news, in a way.
He's done this before? Enough that you just shrug it off?
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fate does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I don't like leaving you alone with the demon.
You don't have to worry about me.
Lucanis.
Please.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer. Though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Minrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
Did Viago ever consult with you before sending you on a contract?
Viago would barely tell me what the job was beforehand. But I'm not the demon of Virantium.
Katerina was first Talon. You don't refuse a contract from the first Talon. Not if you're smart. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say you picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody. Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. Barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected, but then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the dayless seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me, and I was her favorite.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. While magic is included
A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern-toothed dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Right. I know we came here for coffee, but I prefer tea.
Ugh.
So, have we done enough three crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
Much like House De Riva.
Since I took the initiative against the Antom, I don't need to worry about disappointing them.
Rook, there's no need to doubt yourself. And if you do, I'll be here to convince you. How's your tea?
An inviting start with hidden depths. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're always such a dear. You certainly didn't learn that from Viago.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Maker, help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Seemed like that went well.
My cousin has never taken anything seriously in his whole life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Hilario can be a handful, but this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
She was a smart lady.
She was the best. Of all the Talons, Katerina was the sharpest.
Which makes it even harder to believe this could happen. Nobody could catch her unaware. And now Hilario's got his head in the clouds.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Lucanis, where is he?
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanis go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanis?
It's not Lucanis, it's the demon! It's taking him over, he's trying to leave!
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, stop. You're not taking Lucanis through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're alright?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Lucanis, are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Forget about Gillenane.
That's why I'm here.
I know, but I'm just happy you didn't get killed out there.
You shouldn't go easy on me. In our line of work, mistakes get people killed.
To be fair, so do successes.
I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Gillenane was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanis. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible, and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
This is ominous.
Viago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Viago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Everything she did to you. We'll make her pay, Lucanis. Side by side.
We just have to get this done. I'm not losing anyone else. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
The fifth Talon said someone was coming. That's you? The demon of Vyrantium? I thought you were dead.
I get that a lot.
We found a group of Venatori hiding out in the market. Not far from Cafe Pietra.
I knew it. I told Ilario they were still here.
Let's see if they know where we can find Zara Renata.
So, Rook, you and Lucanis both come from the Crows?
Yes, but I was never as famous as the demon of Vyrantium.
Rook, however did you come by that name before you met Spite?
The Tevinter news sheets, but I think Viago started it.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Facing Zara, I mean.
I lost a year of my life to that Venatori witch. I owe her for that. Ilario? What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you, cousin. No arguments.
This is my job.
This is Crow business.
How did you even know we'd be here?
Rook, always a pleasure. Touring the city with my cousin? You must allow me to show you the sights.
Lucanis told you not to come.
This isn't your type of job, cousin. There's no one you can charm into dropping their guard. Only fanatics. All you can do is get yourself killed.
You think I'm not good enough?
Are you?
Fine. Have it your way, cousin. You know best.
Let's go, Rook. Zara is waiting. We're close. I can feel someone using blood magic. A lot of blood magic.
You can sense that?
It makes the back of my eyes hurt.
Lucanis. It's terribly uncivilized to drop in on a lady unannounced. Now the evening's ruined.
You're going to pay for everything you've done.
Spoken like a true peasant. Serious, Lucanis. Why don't we talk? I can tell you much about Venatori and our pet crows.
No, I want her heart quivering on our life.
You want to know who betrayed you, don't you? Who sent you to the ossuary?
Talk.
I knew you were risk.
Ilario? I told you this is Crow business.
Amato.
No! Mine! Get Ilario out!
What? No!
Rook, I can't! Not enough!
What did you do to him?
Nothing. I don't know what happened any better than you. You have to get him out of here. Rook, keep him away. From Treviso, from the Crows. He is a danger to the family.
You're awake?
Yes. I've been trying to figure out what to say to you. And there aren't words enough to apologize. I never wanted you to see me like that.
And yet, I'm still here.
We need to talk about Ilario.
He wants you to stay away from the crows. He, thinks you're a danger to your family.
He's not wrong. If I cannot stay in control... He used blood magic to control spite.
What? How? He's not a mage.
I don't know, but... something's not right.
The night you were captured, did Ilario know you were boarding that ship?
Yes.
And if it turns out he betrayed you?
Then make her help him.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the Alluvian room is blocked?
Now we get to talk.
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
Out to where? To Vinter or Ley? Nowhere's safe for a possessed man.
No! No! He promised! Tell him! Make him! Rook?
He was sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Nothing I'm seeing makes me want to look away.
How do you always do that?
Do what?
Break apart my perfectly gathered clouds of doom. You deserve better than to deal with my mess.
You're more than what you're going through. And you wear it well.
This isn't a good idea.
Sometimes, a bad idea is better.
You like to walk a little too close to the edge.
So do you.
At least I know I'm doing it. I need to clear my head. Excuse me.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Jealousy is a powerful motivator.
I thought he cared enough to grant me a quick death. Why imprison me and risk everything?
An improvisation on this one's part. You had too much potential to die so young.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elgar'nan? Ilario's working with elgar'nan.
Her spirit's strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanis.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him. Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Katerina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Katerina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Katerina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Katerina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the Crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him. I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking? Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be here.
Me? Why not?
You open doors. You don't close them.
Rook, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katarina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katarina, then. Katarina, Lucanis is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanis thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanis is the one who's trapped, by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanis. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanis, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
You're the man you were, Lucanis, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanis. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side. Don't I?
Just be careful.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanis would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanis won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanis is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanis, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanis?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren, all dead now, except for Lucanis and me. Last time the Crows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanis. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
Lucanis, anything could happen. That's no reason to hide in a place that's hurting you, especially when you're needed.
You always have an answer, don't you? Are you sure you can live with the consequences?
Whatever they are, Lucanis, I'll be there to help you.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
We can't. This isn't a place, it's a feeling. He already left the prison. He just took some of it with him.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together? We will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this. About what happened in the Fae, or my mind. If I trust my thoughts to anyone, it's you.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a hazelnut torte for dessert. It pairs well with coffee.
Wait. Did you make dessert just for me?
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you...
You made dessert. Just for me.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is. And you are. And I'll have you know, I'm very easily bribed.
I'll keep that in mind.
So you and Rook are a thing?
Why?
You should pop out the wings while you're with her.
Really?
Maybe take her flying. Girls love flying.
You like flying. It's more of your thing about dragons.
Your call.
Want to? Fly like a dragon.
Do you think you could?
No. What now? What's that look?
Turns out you can smile. A real one, even. And more than once.
Of course I can. I'm guessing there's a point to your observations?
Only that Rook's good for you.
Straight to the point?
She's right, though.
See? Now, isn't that sweet?
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the size of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the Elven God of Lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanis owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto. Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago.
Ilario's making his move?
A big one. He's hosting all the talents of the crows at Katarina's villa.
All the talents in one place. Someone's planning a massacre.
He doesn't need to kill them if he can control them.
Was his gift from elgar'nan that powerful?
Blood magic, bribery, hostages. He'll find a lever to pull. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and elgar'nan?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
I always am.
Where'd everyone go?
They've gone to the villa without us. Come on.
Did Ilario even offer any bait? And what is this party supposed to be for?
Viago's invitation said they would celebrate the new first talent and discuss the situation in Treviso. It doesn't matter what my cousin thinks he's doing. It ends now. We go in, find Katerina, and we'll have the perfect shot at Ilario.
So we're paying a visit to your family home, then?
We are, but we're not exactly on the guest list.
We're crashing a crow party. Of course we are.
We'll take the rooftops to the villa. Stay out of sight as long as possible. Follow me.
Why not just go to the house?
Because there's no way Ilario will let me through the door. He fears us. Good. He should. Rook, you see that tower with the circular window?
That's where we're going?
It's the quickest way there. After you.
How far is it to Ilario's party?
The opera is... It's... You know, across the grounds. In the guest house.
Why does such a big house need a second house?
For guests. Over there. That's the entrance.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it?
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katarina didn't even tell me about it. I found it playing here alone as a boy. End it now! Who let them into the house? Now I'll have to get the whole thing cleaned. And here we are. Welcome to Villa de la Morte.
Ooh. No wonder Ilario wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katarina is in earshot. Now's your chance! The door's been barred from the inside.
So, we bust down the door and get attacked, probably?
Which is why I'll go first. Katerina.
Lucanis. My poor boy.
We can't stay here. We have to move.
Rook, we have to take Katerina to safety before we can break up the party.
You'll do no such thing. And don't speak about me as if I'm not here. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go! I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Morte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanis.
I'm working on it.
He is ours. He will not escape us.
This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanis back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we can reclaim Antiva.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. The demon of Virantium is here! You should have stayed dead, Lucanis. All of it is on your head.
You started this.
I'm ending it.
Right! Go die. Iago will kill me.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start. I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Katerina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
Didn't you tell me he's basically your brother and your closest childhood friend?
My only friend, before you. His family.
You think you can show me mercy? That is not up to you now, is it? Katerina is still first Talon.
Enough, Hilario! Lucanis is the new first Talon. His decision stands.
Iago, keep him out of trouble.
I'm no miracle worker, but I'll see what I can do.
Lucanis.
Don't. Not now.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready. But are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee? The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katerina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Well, that's a relief. Because I don't want to do this without you.
I couldn't leave this place. Not with you here. You'll have me for as long as I can put off the crows. Fucking Hilario.
Do you regret giving him a chance?
No. You were right. His family. I didn't suspect him. When the Venatori caught me on the boat in Tevinter, it never even crossed my mind. He's better than I thought. Maybe there's hope for him after all. But this, being watched by all the crows with their knives out, this wasn't mercy. He'll never live this down. There's nowhere he could go to outrun being the traitor crow, brought down in front of everyone.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Hilario, Katerina, you, this team. I'm not giving that up. Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full.
Interesting.
A spare moment with you is an added benefit.
Well, I can't say no to that.
When you're ready.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you gave Hilario another chance, I mean.
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katerina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How is your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of Dragonbone. She's pretending not to be upset by Hilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Hilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean, exactly?
He doesn't eat, but a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
And with you. But here we are. Whatever this is, I'll take it.
But enough about me. Tell me about you and Lucanis.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Oh, of course she does.
I worry Strife and I don't have much in common. We come from such different places.
You're not that different. You both enjoy finding the strangest magical thing you can and poking it.
True, we share the thrill of discovery. But is that enough?
You actually like being around each other. That's already better than any of my cousin's romances.
Lario didn't strike me as a romantic, no. What of your own relationships?
All one of them? I'll let you know. I don't know what she sees in me, but I'm happy just being around her.
How are the knives coming?
Rook, this isn't going to work.
We're gonna make it work.
They moved the moon. We're in over our heads. That's not magic you can fight with a blade. You're putting your life in our hands. My hands. All I know is death.
I know we'll get through this.
Optimism is your best and worst quality. If I have to kill every blighted creature in Thedas to keep you safe, I will.
We don't have to do everything alone.
I'm never alone anymore.
You know what I mean. I'll be here for you.
Don't make promises you might not keep.
Lucanis,
Don't. Whatever it takes, I won't miss this time. I'll meet you at the Eluvian. Are you all right?
We've still got work to do. I can collapse when this is over.
We can contact our allies, Rook. You should rest. After all you've been through. I'll come by your room soon to see how you're doing.
I cannot believe we found you.
I'm a little surprised too, honestly.
I thought I'd never see you again.
I didn't think I'd ever get out of there. How do I know if I really did? This could be more of the Fade.
You're here. You're really here.
Promise?
I swear.
Are you falling asleep?
No, I never sleep.
It's alright if you do. Spite and I can play cards or something.
Don't say that. I haven't taught him wicked grace yet. I'm not afraid of him. I just don't want to waste time now that you're here.
You still have to sleep sometimes.
With you here, like this, I'd rather stay awake.
Stay awake all night? However shall we pass the time?
Would you talk to me? Your voice is a comfort.
I'll tell you the tale of a charming rogue who stole the heart of a hapless hero.
Rook, tomorrow...
Whatever happens, we'll take it on together. We can handle whatever comes next.
All I have to do is kill a god to keep you out of trouble. Easy. It is hard to face what's coming without Nev. She had so much courage, but was never hardened by it. To see her taken...
I'll miss her too.
Our contract was to kill a god. Now that we're paying them back for Nev, consider the next one on me.
You sound a bit like...
Spite? Perhaps. I thought I'd lost you, Rook. All I had left was the fight.
I'm here. For you.
Then that is all I need.
If I'd never gone to the Crows, if I'd never found you, I'm just so grateful I did.
As am I. More than I've ever told you. Rook, saying I owe you my life is not enough. You know my mind. I've assumed you know my heart because it beats for you. It's been beating. When I wanted you, when I was afraid to want you, tell me this ends with me asleep in your arms, and I will kill any god you ask.
Lucanis,
I love you, Rook, and I won't let you down. An assassin and a demon setting aside the past for the sake of family. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over.